brought to you by Gitanjali Salon, Channi Himmat, Jammu. Follow Ruchika Makeovers on Facebook and Instagram for best bridal makeup in town.
Hello viewers, you're watching Jammu Links News. I am Mannat Gupta and welcome to the daily updates of Midday News. Let's begin.
Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu has called for expediting the execution of developmental projects and speedy implementation of welfare programs so that their benefits percolate seamlessly across the board. The Lieutenant Governor was chairing a high-level meeting of administrative secretaries at Civil Secretariat. The Lieutenant Governor directed concerned authorities to augment the physical infrastructure and medical capacity in border areas in the backdrop of the feedback received during the recent public outreach program. He called for the time-bound ramping up of essential equipments and availability of medical professionals in these areas. Two Pakistani terrorists were killed and another was injured on Tuesday night as Indian Army personnel foiled a major infiltration bid along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir's Rajouri district. Indian troops opened fire when they intercepted movement of a group of terrorists near the LOC in the Naushera sector. In a brief exchange of fire, subsequently a blast took place, probably after intruders stepped on a landmine. In the gunfight and blast, two terrorists were killed and another was injured. Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu on Tuesday inaugurated Jammu Smart City Skill Development Project and led e-foundation of 4 other under Jammu Smart City Mission. The inaugurated Jammu Smart City Skill Development Project is a public-private partnership initiative in association with ICICI Academy for Skills, and it envisages skill development of 250 youth per year for guaranteed employment to begin with. It will be scaled up to skill 1,000 youth per year. Jammu and Kashmir on Tuesday recorded 489 coronavirus cases and 12 deaths, including a medical officers in Bandipora, pushing the overall COVID-19 casualty figures in the Union Territory to 18,879 infections and 333 fatalities. While 134 of these new cases were from Jammu region, 355 persons were from the valley. There are now 7,661 active cases in the Union Territory, while 10,885 patients have recovered. 2 live Pakistani bombs were neutralized by the Indian Army's bomb disposal squad in the residential area along the line of control in the Karmarha sector of Poonch district on Tuesday. In the video, it can be seen that the bomb disposal squad of the Indian Army reached the spot and destroyed the bombs in a controlled explosion followed by skies of smoke billowing from the area. Pakistan violated ceasefire along the LOC in Mender sector of Poonch district on Monday. Emphasizing the point that COVID evoked worldwide interest in yoga, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh said that yoga had already gained worldwide popularity after the declaration of International Yoga Day by the UNO at the behest of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and it found further steep rise in its popularity when even those who were yet to initiate themselves into the practice of yoga also began to take a serious interest in the benefits of yoga during the COVID pandemic and the lockdown that ensued. While accepting a demand draft and a check donated by the Bharatiya Yoga Sanstha towards PM Cares Fund, Dr. Jitendra Singh recalled PM Modi's words that from Hollywood to Haridwar, people had taken serious note of yoga during Corona health crisis. Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu on Tuesday inaugurated Jammu Municipal Corporation's state-of-the-art command and control centre. Besides launching a GPS-based vehicle tracking management system, image-based mobile application for attendance of field employees, and building construction mobile application for real-time monitoring of activities undertaken by the corporation, furnished with professional modular equipment, the command and control centre has been equipped with industrial-grade cyber security. Advisor to Lieutenant Governor Basir Ahmed Khan visited Doda and inspected various developmental works being executed under various schemes of Rural Development Department including Manrega and PMAY. Advisor also met with various PRI and ULB representatives besides members of various political parties and took stock of their issues and concerns. Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu on Tuesday convened a commemoration ceremony of Van Mahotsav by planting a sapling of golden cypress in Raj Bhavan premises, Jammu. On the occasion, the Lieutenant Governor released a documentary film and booklet on the Green J&K Drive, which concluded in March 2020. He also launched a forest protection mobile application, Pehredar, for encouraging public participation for effective protection of forest from illegal felling, encroachments, forest fires, human or animal conflict, and natural calamities. Senior National Conference leader Ruhollah Mehdi on Tuesday tendered his resignation as the chief spokesman of the party following apparent differences with the leadership over its course of action in the wake of abrogation of Jammu and Kashmir special status. The trigger for the resignation of the influential Shia leader seems to be the view of party Vice President Omar Abdullah that he would not contest any assembly elections as long as Jammu and Kashmir remains a union territory. The first batch of 5 Rafale aircraft would be arriving in Ambala today to join the Indian Air Force fleet. Air Force Air Chief Marshal RKS Bhaduria would be visiting Ambala today to receive the first batch of 5 Rafale combat aircraft arriving from France. The Indian Rafales are expected to take off from Al Dhafra in UAE at around 11 am IST and reach Ambala by 2 pm. The frontline troops of China and India have completed disengagement at most locations of their border, a senior Chinese official said on Tuesday, adding the situation on the ground is easing. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang Wenbin made this statement at a briefing here when he was asked whether the border troops from India and China have completed the disengagement from Galwan, Gojra and Hot Spring areas in eastern Ladakh. The reference to Pangong Tso, a major friction point, was conspicuously absent in the question asked by a reporter from China's official media.